Yeah, I know. You guys are thinking another boring cage review by Rick Vistuto. But you may want to stick around. I may have just found the ultimate cage for your camera. So let's check it out. So a company called Nitze in Shenzhen, China, I hope I'm not butchering the name, reached out to me to see if I'd like to do a review on their camera cages and accessories. And I don't normally take every company that reaches out to me because there's a lot of fly-by-night companies out there from China and Japan and Taiwan that want me to review their products, and I feel like I'm trying to have my channel have better products that I would support, obviously, and not just get a bunch of free stuff, because I don't want a bunch of free stuff. I want stuff that works for the right price, and so do you. And so when they reached out to me, I was a little iffy about it, but I started researching the company and researching where they were at. And I don't know if you know, but Shenzhen, China is like the industry hub between Hong Kong and China. And I'll post a picture of their beautiful nighttime landscape. So, you know, I thought I'd give them a try and see what they had to offer. So they sent me this product for free. I can say anything I want to say about it. So I don't want you to think that I'm being paid for this. If I didn't like it, I'd throw it in the garbage and I probably wouldn't do a review. But after messing with it for a little bit and a little bonus product at the end that I'll talk about later, I thought this product really might be giving SmallRig a run for their money. So I want to start by talking about the build quality and what it has to offer over the SmallRig. So nowadays, to talk about machining and machining quality, in the year 2019, I really don't think is necessary anymore. It's not the 80s or the 90s when we used to use bridge ports and the manual machining products. Nowadays, everything's machined with robots, and tools are hand-picked by robots, and the quality is there and the quality is good. So I don't really want to talk too much about the machining, other than to say that the curvature of the machining is good and there's no sharp edges and blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's, it's really redundant to talk about that stuff, because this is not old school machining in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. This is the year 2019, and most even Japanese and Korean manufacturers have their shit together, and the American manufacturers are using high quality Fidels and giant machines to machine things. So I don't really want to talk too much about the quality. I will tell you that the quality is good and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Compared to the SmallRig cage that is it has become the industry standard. I feel like everybody has SmallRig, knows about SmallRig, and they've been around for a while now. And as soon as a new camera comes out, like the Blackmagic 6K now, boom, they're on top of it, and SmallRig is making the cage for it, and that's your choice. I did a review on the 8-sin cage, and I'll put my link up here about my thoughts and feelings about that. I wasn't really impressed for the money. And so I just, like everybody else, thought that, SmallRig is now the industry standard for the price and the quality that you're going to get. And if there's mismachining or mismanufacturing, you're dealing with Hong Kong and China, and it's not like you can return it. So everybody buys from Amazon. So I kind of figured I was done with the with SmallRig. I love SmallRig parts and products, and they have so many parts and products that you can build any cage you want to any specific detailed down to the smallest detail that you need for your camera, for your rig, for your, you know, whether you got the Ninja V or the big 7-inch Inferno, or, you know, I mean, blah, 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 blah. It goes on forever. You can build this cage until you're broke. And I just did that a year ago, and I'll put the link there. I built the ultimate, what I thought was the ultimate cage. So anyways, I thought I was done. And then, you know, I've got the Canon EOS-R, I've got the Nikon Z6 and Z7, and I bought the Sony A7 III and A7R3. And I was about to buy another cage from SmallRig, and this company called Nitze. I hope I'm not butchering the name. Nitze. Nitze. I'll put the link to their website down here below in the description here. Anyways, like I said, they wanted me to review their cage, and I was kind of iffy and whatnot, but I said, okay, send it over. And I got it, and I was kind of impressed. And let me tell you, the main reason I'm impressed, and it's not about the price, it's not about the machining. Again, you know, nowadays machining is done, you know, good quality. It's the fact that this thing is modular. So when you get this cage, whether you buy a handle or not, when you get the cage, you can take it apart. The cage can be disassembled, and I'll briefly show you here that I can remove a couple screws on the left top part of the cage, and I can remove a couple screws on the right bottom part of the cage, and this whole thing assembly comes off, and now I've got a half cage. And there's times where I don't need all the handle. I don't need all this stuff. I don't need the handle. I don't need the side cage. I'm not running a shoulder rig, and I'm not, you know, running the camera on top. Or if I am, I can just put it in my cold shoe. So I thought, you know what? This feature alone, that it's modular, that I can take it apart and I can have just the base plate, or this side, or this side, or maybe the top and that side, or whatever functionality I need for that day of shooting. Really, this is the ultimate modular cage. And the other cool thing is that the price is super comparable to SmallRig. So again, I did that review on 8sin. If you didn't see it, I put the link up top here. Their cage was $400, $300 something dollars. Just the handle alone was killing me at 78, or I don't know, it was some ridiculous price just for the handle. And I had commented in that video, if you want to watch it, that this handle for, I think, $28 or $26, whatever it is, $24. I'll put the link below to all these parts. Is a great handle, but my hands are kind of big. You know, I'm a big guy with, and this handle is a great handle, but it's kind of small. And then, to my surprise, when I got this Nitze, Nitze handle with this cage, it was another 2 or 3 inches bigger than my hand. So if you're a big guy and you need a big handle, and this has options for, it's got a cold shoe in front and tons of options for rails or more cold shoes or whatever you want to put on top of it. So I just thought that was awesome. So anyways, the price and the fact that it is modular, you just can't beat that. But then they sent me something else along with it. And I'm more excited about this piece than I am about the cage itself. So let me show you this. So if you're like me and you bought the Shinobi or the Ninja V, or maybe you already have a Inferno 7 by Atomos, or you just have a screen for monitoring your video or recording your video. then you've already decided and purchased a holder, a screen, a way to attach your screen to your rig. So like I bought this, if I watched another video, I can't remember who it was, they said to buy this Famato. It's a swivel base that clips on your rig, and you can adjust it up and down, and you can tilt it. But the problem with this one that I bought, and I'll put the link to the one I bought below, again, it was recommended by another YouTube creator, is as I start going up high and going down low, that it comes loose, and to where it's the whole screen just starts flopping over. And then I got to get out my tools and I got to readjust it. Well, this company, Nitze, N-I-T-Z-E, again, the link below, has kind of solved that problem. They make a couple different ones, but this is the one for a cold shoe, where you can literally screw this on to the base of your Atomos or your Blackmagic screen or whatever screen that you're running, and tighten it up with your hand. It has little holes that you can put an Allen wrench in if you want to tighten it up more. And then once you tighten it up to the adjustment that you want, you can swivel this thing all day long and all night long. It's making a squeaky noise right now. And it will not come loose. So all day long, I can turn it, I can swivel it up and down as throughout my day while I'm running and gunning. And when I got to do a high, up high, and when I got to do down low, and I want the screen tilted down. And so the way they positioned their tightening screws versus this one and the standard ones that I've been seeing all over the internet for $19.99. Yeah, this one's $30-something, but you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to not have to pull out my tools to tighten this thing up that gets really loose, and all day long, I kind of got it too tight right now. I think it's making that squeaky noise. I don't remember hearing that before, but I'm showing you the extreme, that I can move this all day long and tilt it all day long, and it will never get loose. So, and Nitze sent me this. Nitze sent me this as a bonus, the one I'm showing you. And the two that I paid $19.99 for, so I spent $40 for $30-something. I would have rather had this one. So I tried to make this video short. It ended up being a little longer, but I think that SmallRig has had the monopoly on cages for cameras long enough, and I do believe that Nitze, Nitze .hk, is that what it is for China? Is coming out with a new rig for your camera, including the Blackmagic, including all the latest and greatest. They're modeling all their cages for the new cameras that are up to date, and they're modular. So why, and the same price, if not a little bit cheaper, a hair cheaper on some of the products, or a hair cheaper where others are a little more expensive, but again, you get what you pay for, and it's worth it. So I believe Nitze is giving SmallRig a run for their money, and I'll be buying some more products from Nitze, I do believe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please hit the like button, and so if you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you get the Nitze products, let me know what your thoughts are on it, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching.